What is going on, everybody? Crypto's here. I hope that you guys had a great day. If you have been following along, then you would know that the three main charts that we have been focusing on is the Bitcoin daily, the Bitcoin dominance, and the US dollar index. Now, let's get things started with BTC as always. So, we have been keeping our eye on this head and shoulders neckline and this falling wedge that Bitcoin is trying to work its way back in. I had said that we would have probably retested the neckline, which we have, and price has been staying very close to it. So what we really want to see before getting, some hope that we could continue to the upside is get above that neckline. It will be a very positive sign. And to make things even better, reclaiming this blue diagonal resistance would be absolutely amazing, and then we could eventually see this falling wedge play out. Now, yes, so far this does seem like a rejection, but I'm not gonna, some people just say, oh, it's rejected, we're gonna dump. But me, I'm not going to, I don't trade like that. I look at different time frames. We're gonna switch over to the 4 hour chart, and we can still see that, Bitcoin has still been making, higher highs and higher lows. Now, right here, this morning, I think this was a very bullish move that we saw this morning. We broke below this support, which technically this entire structure as a whole is a bear flag. We have the flagpole and now the flag, which we were breaking down, and then we worked our way back in the flag, and we have been holding. So this is a very bullish sign. Now, this 4 hour candle is not looking too good. It looks like it wants to fall outside of this support, which would be pretty bad, but we still have 2 hours and 43 minutes. It could easily work its way back inside over, and then we could literally see this thing play out kind of like a inverse head and shoulders. These are the shoulders and these are the head, and I think that we could go and retest this the upper band, this resistance right here. But I think it wouldn't be likely, but we still have to keep in mind that this is resistance, and until we actually break past this, we could always fall back down. Now, if we do break past this, I don't see us flying too high too quickly. This 53,700 level is where we have our first really significant support that would kind of start to show signs of a trend reversal. So we're still keeping our eyes closely on this, and I want to see this 4 hour candle close back inside of here. If we see like a little rounding pattern, that wouldn't be too bad, but just don't want to, I don't want to close inside of this. Well, it is support, but I would not want this to turn into resistance. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the US dollar index. Let's see. Okay, so we have been watching this for probably like since like here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, like since 5 days. The daily head and shoulders on the US dollar index is finally breaking down. And even better sign is that not only did we start breaking down, we closed below the neckline, but we also closed below the daily 21 moving average, which tells me this is the retest. This is the retest of the daily 21 average, and then we probably go for a move like this. That's the minimum downside that I am expecting. But if we want to get all technical, let's do it. Let's follow. This is how you measure the price target for a head and shoulders breakdown. You measure the distance between the head and the neckline, and the technical targets could be somewhere around that level. So that would be another, I don't know. Well, I don't know how these percentages works for the DXY, but it looks like it's a pretty nice downside. Let's kind of measure this. Let's see. This breakout of only 3% translated to a Bitcoin breakdown of, oof, let's see, 37%. So don't be fooled by the small percentage moves of the DXY. Any small move, this breakdown of 1% could easily be over, 10 to 15% upside for Bitcoin, even more. Who knows? So we keep a close eye on this. This is looking bearish, so that is a positive sign for Bitcoin, for stocks, and all that. Now, this is, for me, a very scary moment. So as you guys can see, this area, I I tagged it, I labeled it market dump. And here as well, I did so way before the price had reached that level. And silly me, although I had prepared for this, I was not keeping my eye on that chart when this move happened. So on the BTC dominance chart, you want to stick to one time frame because it's you could see here that, like, for example, right here, the wick reached, let's say, the 39.5 level, and then you switch it to the 4 hour and it doesn't even reach the same level. So it's very weird. So I stick to the daily time frame. Whenever Bitcoin kisses the 40%, Bitcoin dominance has a nice spike and then the markets just collapse. Now we have closed below the daily Keltner channel, so most likely, probably tomorrow, Bitcoin dominance could touch exactly that 40% level. And I have been saying for some time now, I do not know exactly what to expect. I don't know what will happen. This could be, I mean, the positive sign is that the markets did just crash like what, 3 4 days ago, and Bitcoin dominance did not go up. So that is a very positive sign. So if we did not go up, if Bitcoin dominance did not go up during that recent crash, then I don't see how it would, go up now. So I think most likely we do see a breakdown straight to that level, and or maybe let's say BTC catches, a little bit of strength and maybe revisits, I don't know, the 41 level, but I don't know. Anything above that, like if Bitcoin can dominance can start working its way up, I would be worried for altcoins. But I think the most likely scenario will be a breakdown, and then the next area to watch out for will be the 36.8, which is near the all-time lows on the Bitcoin dominance chart. I think that red line was I had drawn it on the weekly chart, so that's why it's not like perfect. Now, now some altcoins that I have been covering is XRP and Casper. Now, XRP, I am kind of liking this. I am kind of liking this. So we have been watching this falling wedge, and although this bullish daily candle did not exactly close inside of it, the new one opened inside of the falling wedge. So this is a very, very positive sign. And I think it's important to reclaim the 8 EMA on the daily chart. And this is actually, I mean, I don't know if you can see it because the red is very close to the pink, but this is a very, very important downtrending resistance that, yeah, I think once we can actually reclaim those levels, we should bounce. We should revisit the dollar area, and then from there, this would be a solid buy opportunity. If this holds, this will probably be a nice establish a nice support, and you just long everything here, and then you could have very safe stops just right under, so you wouldn't be risking too much. So XRP, I'm liking it on the daily, but I'm waiting for that move. I want to see tomorrow's daily close inside of this wedge. And now with the US dollar index, the DXY, looking bearish, I think it could be very likely that we do see that move. Now, next coin on the list is Casper. So again, we see a similar scenario where we break below and bounce right back up this important um, trend line, which is a bullish sign. But Casper is still struggling. I want to show you guys something that I'm kind of liking on the daily chart. Let's see. Um, I like how we're holding above the daily 21 MA. We're holding above the middle band of the Keltner channel. And I like to call everything a inverse head and shoulders. I see it. I see it. It looks like one, and it could very, very easily play out and go retest these levels. So keeping a close eye on Casper. As long as we're holding here, we should be good. And also the 4 hour, I am not liking what I don't like on the 4 hour. I don't like when price is curving that way. I don't like to see that. I like to see, let's say we're going like this. I would like to see the curve start to change and see like a rounding bottom formation. So that's what we're looking at for Casper. I typically, whenever there's a new daily candle that opens, I typically don't get too excited on the direction of the first 4 hour candle of the day. So I always like to wait after 4 hours and see to get a better idea of where the rest of the day will take us, how the markets will probably behave. So we keep, oh, look at that, it's having a little drop. So still a lot of volatility. Let's keep an eye on the Bitcoin 4 hour. I want to see it hold I want to see this candle close back above this black trend line. So we keep a close eye and I will update you guys. So again, I will drop the link down to my Twitter below where I post updates all day on Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance, and many different altcoins. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I would greatly appreciate it. So thank you guys and catch you in the next one.